What the hell's going on, everybody? Rock Soul Radio Show. We are back. Everybody knows who the hell I am, man. I'm Big Will. I'm the host with the most. Making shit happen, man. I'm made possible by Dirtbag Clothing, 434 Management, all you beautiful bastards of Hellfire Radio. Right beside me, the Zigzag Man himself, Shaggy Two Stony Baloney. Metal Mike, man. What's going on, dude?
Right, it's been a while.
It's been a long fucking time since we've been on the air, man, but what a way to return. You guys see on the screen with us, we got a special guest with us today, man, Within the Giants Reach. Latest release, Way to the World, man, just absolutely fucking killing it on YouTube. Heavy as hell, just awesome. And so what we want to do is we want to talk to these guys a little bit, man, and let you guys get to know them. But we've got some sources, man, that we got some inside information on you guys that I don't think you know that anyone else could get a hold of. So, are you guys ready to talk a little shit and have some fun with Rock and Soul Radio Show, boys, or what?
Yeah.
So tell us about Way to the World, man, and how it came about and the message behind that track. And I'm going to tell you, this track is particular heavy on multiple levels. But I feel like there's a message in the song, and I portray it different every time, man. What are you Norman, especially you, man, what are you trying to relay to the listener?
As usual, I like to write lyrics and let whoever listens to it, take whatever they want out of it. But as far as like when I was writing it, we have a lot of crazy shit going on in the world, and it's been going on for a long time. And there's a lot of people out there who don't take responsibility for their own actions. And we need to start putting the weight of our own worlds on our shoulders and stand on our feet and keep moving forward. Stop looking backwards and stop, dropping to the ground and falling and not getting back up. So that's pretty much the basic message behind that song.
Listen, and I think that you guys do a really good job, not only lyrically, but musically making people feel that message in this particular track. And I tell people all the time, man, if we were meant to look back, we'd have been born with a fucking rear view mirror on our shoulders. You know what I mean? So, I really like the message there. And really a lot of you guys' music, man, there's a message there. And that's one thing that I really like about Within the Giants Reach in particular, is that not only is it badass, but it means something. Each listener is going to get something out of it that you can claim ownership and feel like they're a part of your family. And to me, that's the recipe for a successful man.
That's what we're talking about. Yeah.
That's what the fuck we're talking about. All right, listen, enough of the holy goalie bullshit. You guys are fucking fun, and I want people to know how fun this band is. So we share a mutual friend. You guys are, you guys have some representation from our partners, Face Melt Logistics. And you guys know, yeah, and you know that the turtle will stop at nothing to give people dirt, to talk shit on somebody.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start.
Every day. He's been doing it to me every day for the past 6 months on Facebook. If you go on Facebook, you'll see another post about Norman Lucas every fucking day. He comes up with off-the-wall shit on the top of his head and spits it out there. And I'm like, you know what, dude? You do you. I don't give a shit.
I mean, you kind of wonder if he has fucking any time to do anything else but fuck with you.
Hey, you know what? I brought this up the other day, and I posted this on somebody else's post about Jason Schuler coming out and saying shit about me all the fucking time, and I'm like yeah, it's a little creepy that he's that infatuated with me. It's every day for 6 months. Like,
I mean, dude, listen, Norman, it's uncomfortable for me too, brother. I can't lie.
I don't
think shit's like
it is what it is. I still love him like a brother, so
it's like Jason's always over the top of him, rubbing his shoulders.
Oh yeah, always.
I don't want to rub my shoulders.
We'll get to that. So tell me, Norman, about the first time you took Jason to the Within the Giants Reach compound in Texas.
Okay, so Will and Fitz, when they leave the house, He's probably told you this story, but Will admits when they leave the house, they turn the alarm on, and they didn't bother to tell me or Jason that they turned the alarm on.
Yeah, they didn't get the fuck
So
out
when
of
they
bed.
left, we got up out of bed and fucking got up, and he went and opened the damn door. The alarm went off, and here come Texas Police Department come knocking on the fucking door. What was it? What was Jason said? Jason said something about Walker Texas Ranger to the cop. I'm like, oh my god, you idiot! Like, you're gonna get us arrested right now. He said something, I don't know exactly what the words were, but the words Walker Texas Ranger came out of his mouth in front of this Texas police officer. Bad idea. Well, needless to say, he didn't arrest us, and we got the whole thing situated, and yeah, but he could have got us arrested with his mouth. But that's Jason. That's what
It's not their fault they're pretty stupid. Yeah, that's the same shit that I mean, listen, Schuler and I are split from the same cloth, man. So I was really, when I knew I was going to do this interview, I messaged him. I said, give me the dirt, bro. And then he messaged me and said, dude, I just talked to Norman. He's down in fucking Texas acting an ass. But don't worry, I didn't tell him that I've talked to you or him. So listen, this fucking interview is going to be fun, man. We're going to get to really know you guys. So this is your first time having your representation at your joint. They almost get you thrown in jail.
Yeah.
Right? So you got to be saying to yourself, what the fuck are we doing?
It's fucking hilarious. At the end of the day, it's been a few years now since that happened. What, a couple years, right? 2 years? 2 years ago? 3? Something like that. Anyway, it's something we can look back on and laugh about now. But at the time, I kind of like, oh shit. Like in my head, I'm like, oh shit, we're going to fucking jail in Texas. This is not a good idea at all. And I cannot believe you just fucking said that, dude.
The one thing that I can tell you about you guys' representation is that Face Metal Logistics, and I speak really solely on behalf of Jason Schuler. If he's that guy that will say what everyone else is thinking but is scared to say. So if you have him with you, you either A, put a fucking duct tape over his mouth, or B, have no money in your pocket. Because one of the two is going to happen. You're going to get in some kind of trouble.
Right.
But he's fun.
Yes.
He's good at what he does. So really what I want to do is I want to get people to know you guys, man, because I feel like, especially with the independent music, man, the better we can connect you guys with the fans, and the better we can turn you guys on to new people. They can come and they can watch this. Man, these guys are a load of fun, man. We just check out their music. So we're going to talk a little shit. I hear you're the best in the business at talking shit, Norman. So I think I am too, so we're going to have a lot of fun. I also heard that Will isn't allowed to have a microphone because he hurts himself.
That's a Jason Schuler comment if I ever heard one.
I didn't fall off stage. I didn't break my ankle.
It was a foot, but yeah.
Yeah.
So
The microphone's for external use only, okay?
Yeah, no shit. We have to tell them all the time. So let's get down to some business here. Take me through the early days of within the Giant Peach, man. You guys all come together, obviously just angry as fuck and heavy as hell, and got something to say, man. Tell me about what it took to get there, man. I mean, how did all the members come together? What bands did you guys come from? How did you guys all meet and all that shit? Let's talk about the early days for a little bit.
Me and Will were in a previous band out of St. Louis, the St. Louis area called Compelled to Destroy. I was already in the band for about 8 years. He came in the last year that we were together. Second to last year. Like that. And then we stayed together for about another year after he had left to come to Texas. And he joined up with another band here in Texas, and Compelled to Destroy still stayed together and did our thing for a little while longer, and then it kind of fell apart, and his shit here in Texas fell apart, and he started recording and writing shit himself and sent it to me. Well, this was actually, you did that before I left, before Compelled to Destroy broke up. And then So yeah, he started writing stuff, recorded it, sent it to me, and I go, dude, that sounds fucking phenomenal, and I have to be a part of it. I have to write lyrics to it. I have to fucking sing to this shit, dude. It sounds really fucking killer. So he goes, how are we gonna pull this off? And we've told this story quite a few times, but yeah. He said, well, how are we gonna pull this off? And I was like, well, one of my favorite bands is Whitechapel, and those guys they don't live around each other, and they pull it off. So I'm like, if I have to, I'll drive to Texas a few times a year or fly. Flying really wasn't an option at that point because I had never flown on a plane ever until I joined up with him. But after a couple times of driving to Texas and back, I realized that I don't want to ever drive that distance again. And it's not because I don't enjoy like a decent drive and, you know, get to see new sights and shit, but Oklahoma is a long ass fucking state to cross because their main highway, the map on your cell phone takes you through towns. Like, I'm not used to that coming from Illinois and shit. I'm used to when you're on the interstate and you want to go into a town, you get off on an exit ramp and you go into the town. Yeah. Well, in Oklahoma, the main fucking road takes you through the town. So you're going from 80 miles an hour to 30 miles an hour to 80 miles an hour to 30 miles an hour, all the way through the fucking state. So it really got to the point where I'm like, you know what? I got to suck it up, face my fears, get on a damn plane, and start flying to fucking Texas. And it's cheaper anyway. So
I mean, with all the flyer miles you got, you should be flying free by now.
Almost.
So basically, it's a lot of work. You know, within the Giants Reach, what we hear and what we get to experience when we listen to you guys' music, man, is a culmination of a lot of just real dedication and real work. You know, you guys all work at this, and you guys are dedicated to each other, and you guys obviously communication is a big thing. Yeah. Between the band being so far apart, which is something that, you know, as we interview bands and stuff along the way, it's just kind of non-existent anymore. But let's address the white elephant in the room that's not me, and let's talk about this whole COVID thing. And we won't get into the political aspect or anything like that, just because I don't do that shit. But as far as independent artists, how are you guys finding ways to circumvent that? You know, I know you guys have had a couple, you know, a recent release, things like that. And, you know, with travel restrictions the way they are you guys, what challenges are you guys facing out there, and what are you guys doing as a band to overcome them?
So we decided early on, especially since we've got the regional aspect of it, him being in basically St. Louis and us being down here in Texas, that doing off shows was going to be a problem. So our dynamic was always touring. That was what we were going to do. If we were playing a show, and we don't normally even play in San Antonio, it's normally to step out of San Antonio and then on. Since touring's not an option, it kind of hit perfect when COVID hit. There's nothing perfect about COVID, but the timing wise, both the summer runs that we had scheduled, which were to finish out like the cycle on the first EP, both of those got canceled. So we weren't going to continue and push into another year of the first EP in the beginning. So it hit just right. He had come down in March, and
February. Was it February? February.
Okay, in February, and we just had a feeling we needed to get some stuff done. We had already been sitting on the Way to the World single for a little bit, but we hadn't went into the writing phase of the new EP yet. So we kind of woke up one day and said, you know what, while you're down, we need to get a video done. We need to get all that single stuff done because we
need to release something new.
Yeah. Right. And plus we thought maybe in the spring we were going to do a run that would kick us into a little bit of momentum, and then we were going to finish the EP. So since COVID hit, we were sitting on the single, we were sitting on the video, and we just said, you know what? Instead of pushing it out even farther and doing another cycle on the new EP, we were going to sit down and we were going to spend the time to write the new EP. The thing is it takes us a long time because we're about quality, not quantity. So the first EP took us 1.5 years. So we're hoping it's not going to take us 1.5 years to write this one because we've have some solid music that's already finished.
And because of 2020 being the way it is with the COVID shit, we've had more time in our lives aren't as busy as they 2019, 2018, 2017. We've had time to chill and, take the time to really think even more time to think about how we're going to write, what we're going to write, and all that shit. So we're pretty happy with what we got. The World obviously is the first track on the new EP, and we have three more.
Yeah, we have 3 more that are, I would say, all 3 of them are at about 90% of the written phase, and then we go to the studio phase, and then the production phase, and all that stuff. But so all that stuff does take time, but we're a lot faster this go around than we were the first time around.
Things have been flowing out like pretty easily now, and I think that's because there's just so much shit going on in the world, and with everybody being either locked down or businesses being locked down and shit, we can't really go and do as much as we could before all this shit. So we have more. What I'm looking for, content, that we can, use in the whole writing process.
Plus, we're not planning tours.
Yeah, and we're not
and I think the one thing that you guys hit on that really impresses the shit out of me is that you're taking the time to devote to the band and to everything else, and there's so much shit. Like every day, man, there's something new to write a song about. So the world is giving us all the content that we need to create great fucking metal and great music of all genres, really. But there's some people out there that are using the time productively and some people that aren't. And you guys are an example to me of people that are, and that's why it was so important for me to ask that question to you guys, because, I hear excuses all the time of why we're not doing anything and why we're not, we're dormant, but you guys don't have those. And according to some sources that I have out there, you guys should really never fail because according to my sources, you guys have more fucking merch than you do music. So,
shorter again.
Go on tour with 8 songs and have 12 fucking different merch displays. That's beautiful. That's winning.
We actually have way less merch than Compel to Destroy had. I was on a mission with Compel to Destroy, and yes, we probably had more songs in Compel to Destroy than we do in Within a Giant's Reach, but as many songs as we probably had double that in merch. I've heard the stories. There was at least 15, 16 t-shirt designs, 2 or 3 different hat designs, beer koozie stickers, hoodies, sweatpants. We had it all.
You guys, but listen, that's a revenue stream, and a lot of bands and a lot of artists miss that in the bigger picture of things. Is that it's a revenue stream, and listen, what we do and what you guys do, it takes money. We're not doing this shit to get rich. We're doing it because we love it. Let's face the facts. If we were doing this to support our families, I would be fucked.
I've said that from day one, and honestly, and me and Jason has talked about this quite a few times too before. There's there's been count. I mean, look, I've been doing this shit for 26, 27 years, doing metal music and just being on stages and shit. And I can't tell you, I made a dime from doing any of this shit over the years. Like, just because, like, as far as whenever I took over merch,
when you count everything.
when I mean,
Time
but
and
time and, you know, instrument replacement and, you know, backup strings, backup heads for the drums and fucking backup sticks, and microphone goes down, so you got to go buy a new one of those, and
tour lodging,
all that shit, dude. Like, it comes down to, you know, as an independent artist, and honestly, I really don't give a shit. Like, as far as making money goes, I just do this because, you know, there was a time back in the day, right before I started, like, doing music, you know, writing and playing shows and being in bands. There was a time where I was in a really dark place even back then as a kid. And, you know, metal music, well, I'm not even going to just say metal music and alternative, and this is going to sound fucked up, but Nirvana as well, like, helped me through some fucking tough times back then. I don't give a fuck what you like. But, and that's what pushed me to doing what I'm doing now, you know, and throughout these past 26, 27 years. But I mean,
I'm in the same boat, man. I mean, you know, music saved my life, and you know, I'm at a point now to where with, you know, work and businesses and family and shit like that, you know, I couldn't tour anymore with a band. Now, do we go out, we tour and we host shows and we go to festivals and we talk shit on microphones? Yeah, we do that. But again, it's all out of our pocket. And if you think that we're making any money, you're not. But I still love getting up on stage in front of 10 people or 10,000 people and having fucking fun. And to people that like us and you guys that have that in your blood, man, once it's there, it's there. When you cross the threshold of the stage, man, for that hour that you're there or for that 10 minutes that we're on stage, that's my safe zone, man. That's my happy spot. You know what I mean? And people don't understand that. So I think it's really awesome that you hit that point so well, is that, you know, especially on the independent level. I mean, is Within the Giants' reach good enough to shop out there and take a big corporate fucking record deal? Probably so. But at the time that you do that, at the exact moment the ink dries on that, you guys' asses belong to someone else. And what you love about it is all going to go bye-bye.
And Jason knows this. I'm not looking to get us into a label. We do this because we love doing it. We don't need somebody telling us when and where and how and why and what. Like, that's on us and our fans. You know what I'm saying? Like, our fans are a part of this band as much as the members themselves. And that's how we've always looked at it from day one when we started Within the Giants' reach. Because, you know, without them coming to fucking shows, you know, what's the point? You don't want to fucking scream or play guitar to a wall. I mean, you know,
right?
There's 6 people. I'm more than happy to play in front of 6 people. I'm more than happy to play in front of 600 people, 6,000 people, 60,000 people, whatever it is. I don't care. I don't care about the number. It's, are you as passionate about what I'm doing as I am? That's who I want at our shows.
Right. And you know, when I was playing, it was like, if we're gonna play in front of 2 or 3 people, the bartender and the fucking waitress at the club they better be hot, goddamn it. You know what I mean? I mean, I guess that's how I look at it. Give them one of your 50 shirt designs and have them wear it before you go on stage, and at least let us have some fun, you know?
Yeah.
But so let's talk about this EP you guys got coming out. Let's take a little bit and let's pimp you guys, man. What you got going on all your social medias, your YouTube channel. Let's really try to drive some traffic that way, because what I want people to do is I want people to leave this interview and I want them to go check you out. Because in preface for this thing is running early as shit in the morning, and I'm glad as fuck that you guys to do this with me. But tonight on the Full On Rock Assault radio show, we will be playing Weight of the World. We will be, you know, pumping that shit and getting it out there. And we're going to, you know, actually, I think we started a new thing for our website, the Rock Assault Radio Show website, where Metal Mike and I pick a top 5 independent bands of the week for us, what we're listening to. And Weight of the World came in at number 2 on that as far as we're concerned. So congratulations on that, because there's about 7,000 fucking songs we went through to get it. You know, not that our rating system means anything, but fuck it, we think it does. You know, but let's talk about you guys, man. Where can everybody find you at in the meantime, man? Because there's a few hours before we come back on tonight.
So all social media, Facebook, Instagram. Some of the other ones we don't give a shit about.
We're not big social
Twitter and whatnot.
We're not gonna lie, we're not big social media fans. I mean, we're on there because we're in a band, but we're not big fans of social media. We fuck around with Facebook, and you know, our bass player fucks around with Instagram, and you know, other than that, it is what it is. Yeah. I mean, we're not big social media fans. We like more of the face-to-face, in-person interaction with people. So all our videos are on Facebook. That's where we get the most bang for our buck. We do have videos on YouTube. We do have a YouTube channel, but
I was actually going through earlier.
Yeah.
And the video you guys got are pretty cool. I like the art for each single.
Yeah. Appreciate that.
And all of that is under Within the Giants Reach, right? You just search Within the Giants Reach, and it's gonna come up on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twatters, whatnot.
Right. Yeah. So, our music is in all digital streaming platforms, but that's not what we care about. If you want that personal touch Within the Giants Reach.
Personal touch. Man, you sound like Jason Schuler right now.
Schuler rubbing your shit.
You want that personal touch of Within the Giants Reach. Buy a CD.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit, right?
CD the line.
Yeah. So
that's how we make our money.
You can go to Within the Giants Reach official.bandcamp.com and get CDs directly from us.
And T-shirts and hats.
Yeah.
And are you? No, we're out of stickers, aren't we?
That library of stuff that he's.
Yeah, the library of stuff.
There's a lot of them.
This guy. Smack the fuck out of him.
There's a lot of them. So basically what they're saying is get your ass out there, man, and support this band. And listen, I'm coming down to the end of it. Go ahead.
Real quick. And not just us. I want to make that abundantly clear. Don't just support us. Support all independent artists. That's what Unity Not Separation is all about. We started that shit years ago. We're going on, 7, 8 years now we've been working on that. So there will be shirts available. We also have a Unity Not Separation apparel page, and there will be shirts available. I don't know how far we're going to go into that. We might do hats. I don't know. But
another library.
For another library of fucking merch. But anyway.
Schuler's going to watch this and be like, Jesus Christ.
Right. But anyway, yeah. So not just our band, but we want all the fans out there to understand that we want you guys to go on all of these bands, Bandcamp sites or big cartel sites or whatever website, .coms, whatever. That's right. And get their merch, buy their CDs, help those bands out because that helps them more than your live streaming shit.
Yeah, get off these streaming platforms.
Well, yes and no. I mean, you got to support us too. I mean, we're independent, goddamn it. You know. So
I'm
basically,
not necessarily.
basically, what he's saying is what we preach around here is that we feel at Rock Assault Radio Show that independent music is the grassroots of music. This is where all the good shit's coming out of, and we really want to get back to the good old days where there was a live show at your local bar 5 nights a week and it was packed. And I think it can happen because with all of the events in the world, for the first time that I can remember, independent music is on the very same platform and level as national bands right now. So why not come out and take over? And that's what Rock Assault Radio Show, that's what Hellfire Radio, that's what fucking Face Melt Logistics, that's what we're all about. Let's get the independents out there and let's do what we can to put you guys on that same platform to go entertain the fucking masses and show them what's really happening. You know, there's a band playing in a garage right down the street from your house. Instead of considering it noise, go knock on their door and see what they got going on. It might be your next favorite band. You just never know. But the one thing that I really want to say to you guys, man, and I wanted to wait for this particular moment to do so, and I'm going to try to do it without being emotional. I had a situation come up where a very close friend of mine, almost like a sister to me, her son was diagnosed with stage 4 brain cancer literally overnight. We did a big fundraiser. We held a big event. We did some stuff on the internet and on Facebook, and everybody really rallied together and raised some positive funds for it. Within the Giants reach, man, you guys really stepped up and sent us a box full of merch to give away at the event and to raffle off and to raise more money. You wrote a letter to the little fella, a personal letter from you guys to him. That has been delivered to him, and he's very, very, very thankful. And, man, it's just it's a fucking staple of how you guys are as people and how you guys are as a band and what you guys are really about, man. And thank you guys so fucking much, man, for standing behind me and helping me out with this thing, man. It means a lot to me.
Yeah, you're welcome, man. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you.
It's awesome shit, man. And you know, in turn, anything that I can ever do for any of you guys or your families or anybody you know, just shoot us the word, man, and we're right there. We won't even ask no questions. We'll just be there. I've made that long, desolate trip through Oklahoma to Texas from Kansas 150 times, and I know it's boring, but for you motherfuckers, I'd do it again. You know what I'm saying? I'd do it again. What else you want to say, man, before we jump off?
You got something to say? Say it with your chest. No, going back, like, look, there's always the trolls out there, and Jason, you're one of them. Yeah, I've said this live.
Oh, he's the fucking biggest.
But anyway, there's going to be people out there, oh, you're just doing the unity, not separation to sell shirts. Like, if I was in it to sell shirts, I would have put them out 6-7 years ago when we started the fucking page. But, no, I believe in that shit. Wrong arm. Tattoos. But look, dude, I branded myself with unity, not separation. I live by that shit. It's on my flesh for good. So, you know, I could not sell unity, not separation shirts for the rest of my life and still keep the page up and still promote every fucking band that's out there now, along with all the bands that are coming out in the fucking future. That's just who I am. This is just for people to buy and say, hey, man, we get what you're trying to portray with this message of unity, not separation. So we're going to go buy a shirt so we could show other people that we feel the same way. That's what the shirts are for. Now, like I said, may or may not bring them out, but we'll see.
Also,
Absolutely. We'll get behind it, but
I'd like to give a shout out to Cinnamon.
I heard this story. Yeah. Listen, there's gonna be a couple things, and we're gonna have a part 2 of this where we go way more in depth. And I think by talking with Face Melt Logistics, and I don't know where you guys are at in those conversations negotiating between us and them, but once you guys actually release the EP, we'll do almost like a virtual release party with you guys by way of Rock Assault Radio Show. And we'll go way into depth on all that dirt stories that I got for you, up to and including. You guys all heard. Did anybody catch that Norman's been doing this for 27 years? I want to know how the fuck he keeps his beard the way he does. We're going to find out all that dirt in part 2 of Rock Assault Radio Show versus Within the Giants Reach.
He doesn't like that story.
The cinnamon story?
Oh, there's 2 parts to the goatee. There's 2 parts.
Oh,
he doesn't like
well.
I know what Jason's talking about, but he doesn't like the other one. But I'm going to say it anyway.
No.
Yeah?
No.
Well, yeah. I mean, so listen, look forward to that. Man, support Rock Assault Radio Show. Go like the Hellfire page. Go to our Facebook page, Rock Assault Radio Show, man, and fucking smash that like button. We're going to be putting some shit out there Within the Giants Reach over the next couple days. we'll get with all you guys and give you guys all those links, man, to the website so people can hear the top 5 and hear you guys in there and all that good shit. And we're just gonna do what we can to put you guys out there, man. But keep writing good shit, man, and stay in touch with us, brother. So anything you guys need, we got you.
All right, brother.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Much love, man. I love you guys.
Love you guys too. Keep on rocking in the free world, baby.
Yeah. See you, man.
Later. We'll get some more water. Shut up. Damn.
So what we just did there, Metal Mike, is we had the interview obviously within the Giants' reach, and the reason why that was so important, man, is because this band does so much for all of the independent artists out there, not just themselves. I mean, they promote the fuck out of everybody, man, and they really work hard behind the scenes, and they're really taking the situation of the world and they're making it a positive. And so I thought, what a better way for us to return here in the morning, man, at Hellfire Radio is to give you guys something. Like I said, tonight we'll be back, Metal Mike, and we'll have some Within the Giants Reach on the show. You guys can hear it. Until then, man, get your ass to YouTube and listen to it today, man. Check it out. Get ready because it's heavy. I mean, it's Within the Giants Reach. This fucking guy fucks everything up. I was on a good roll.
That was
fun. This is what happens when this guy drinks Mountain Dew before 7 a.m. Man, I love you guys. Stay tuned. Rock Salt Radio Show. We're back, bitches. Redneck Metal Mafia. We're not going nowhere. We took a hiatus, but we're back. So, good morning. I love you guys.
It was a good interview.